I didn't even think I'd be talking about this topic. Like, I really do not care for the show. It is bits and pieces of the show that's good. I ain't even say good, that's interesting, that's a little spicy, but it definitely gives, I don't know, like a younger audience for show. Cause I definitely hard give it soft porn is what it's giving. And I'm talking about Love Island and accountability, but I'm not talking about the whole show. If you don't hear it, I'm not talking about the whole show, not even gonna lie to you. I'm I'm gonna talk about what I have a wheelhouse in. And That's Taylor acting like a little boy. I really hope, I really hope that somebody in his circle and his family say it's an apology. Nobody's tripping that you chose Clark. I'm more in a soul way fucked up or messed up that Clark chose him. If I'm being completely honest, for her to say in an interview that she watched the show before coming on and he was already her pick, the way that he treated that girl and egged that girl on doesn't make me say, hey, I want to talk to you. Hey, you seem like somebody cool to talk to. Come on, man. And it's not even the simple fact everybody know he could have went about how he treated Olandria better. It's the fact that you got mad when she finally got on your ass. And I'm not saying that she could have left sooner, but before they even said like it's edits. You do not think that we don't think that they couldn't have shown everything? That girl had options. Taylor was not on nobody radar. How many people? It was two people from what I done seen in Love Island that wanted that boy. One person that came in at the end. How you watch the show and as a female want a dude that treat a female like that? It is what it is. I don't understand it. And fucking Olandria. Nobody else was looking for Taylor. Just like she said, if I would have moved the way that Taylor moved, he wouldn't be here. He would not be on the show. That was the whole point. Like, her feelings was hurt. Keep it real. Everybody steady telling him the same thing. Her feelings hurt. She just wants you to be transparent. Maybe he ain't never been the bad guy. I get it. I done been there. I'm 29. I done grew up. I done got a little bit more growing up to do, but I done been there. Not in his shoes, but on the other side of it. And I'm still on this side saying he dead ass wrong. Like, it's just an apology. It's a simple I messed up. She was not hurting for your attention. She was not hurting for your attention. What's going on, man? She wasn't hurting for you to like her, or she would not have been going home if you wouldn't have talked to her in the first part. Everybody named Mama wanted to talk to her. She was a hot commodity. Like, it was females saying they couldn't wait to kiss her. Like, excuse me, I might be getting myself shut, but it don't matter. People wanted Alangia. And like I say, I think the show is trash. I think it's soft porn. It's not my cup of tea. Not the type of show that I watch, but my spouse love it. And the little bits that I did see, especially when it pertains to Taylor and the way he handled that situation, and even Clark, like, I do feel like Orlando was trying to like downplay their connection for sure. Yeah, she was trying to downplay their connection. She said she didn't not once question her connection, but she did kind of try to downplay it. I feel like on that part, on some of that part, she kind of like lied to herself for sure. But he strung her along. She carried this little bitty ass boy like a baby being carried for 9 months. He would not have still been on the show if she would have picked Jalen. I'm not saying that he not smart or whatever for playing a game like he did. He would not still be on the show if she would have picked Jalen. Nobody was checked. What's up, man? What is that? What's WSG? Like nobody was checking for you, dude. Like outside of the show, he comes off cool as hell. He comes off like he got a little bit more swagger to him. All that. During the show, he came off as goofy. What's up? He came off goofy as hell. And I'm a type of female like I love seeing both sides. My spouse tell you, you don't like women. You always on the man's side. It don't get that to me. I be on both sides. What's up, man? What's up? I'm a YouTuber. Upload your stuff. Drop your thing. I'll pin it. Taylor was dead ass wrong, and Clark just like I'ma stand beside. He might not play in Clark's face the way that he played in Orlando's face, but it's good. The way that he went about it was cowardly, and he might not play in her face like he did in Orlando's face. But it'll be a time that come around where Clark gonna be able to see like he childish, and I'm not saying that he can't grow up. He young. We done. I ain't gonna say we all been through it, but you go through shit like that when you young. I just really hope at the reunion, Olandria get the oh apology that she's looking for. And even if she don't, it's cool. Like she said, I'm not messed up. For people to be like she was jealous, yeah, you salty. You feel some type of way. Like I done been there. You done ever been like put time into somebody and then you really like don't even necessarily want them no more, but you feel pride. It's pride. It's pride that come involved. A simple I apologize. I messed up. It is what it is. She would have went on about the truth about my channel is no one likes me. Just put it it's a community out there for everybody, man. It's a community like I understand you feel away and your feelings are valid, but if you pin it, you could try to bring traffic over there. Don't worry about the people that don't like you. It's people that's gonna gravitate to you. The dude, I'm like, how can you be that goddamn big? You stand up there, be that tall, and it's okay. From the jump, I told my wife from the little snippets, I was like, he give me fuckboy vibes. Like, I feel like he gonna do some weird shit. And I was, like I say, I was barely watching the show. I'm falling asleep on the show because it was weird. Every time I looked up, kissing challenge. If it's Love Island, we got all these card games now. I've never watched the season, so I didn't know what to expect. It's my wife's first season watching too. You got all these card games, all this shit now. You up here having people um tongue each other down. You're not an adult. What that mean? There's kids that's on there. You might want to hop on my live too. I'm gonna try to censor myself, um, but yeah, like tonguing each other down and not getting to the nitty gritty. Like it's a thousand things that they could have played to see if they really found love. Not no every challenge is a kissing game. What is this? They need to change it to Freak Island or never mind. I about to say Baby or Island. But in all seriousness, man, it just pissed me off because he got mad when she finally called him out. Like she said, if I would have handled you, I took your feelings into consideration. And I do think like maybe on a little bit of it she played herself for sure. But dude, people think oh, of course the edit is gonna look that way to us. They can edit it. These people are following them 24/7 and they only showing a little bit. She didn't just fall for that man out of the blue. She chose him the first time around. Not the only. Cause when Clark came in, nobody was checking for Taylor. So it wasn't like the only he wasn't the last person to get picked or the last one in the group like Austin. She that was her first pick. That was literally her first pick on some shit. Like she kissed two people if I'm not mistaken. Him and Nick. Somebody in Taylor family needs to let her know like bro that like it's literally principle. Like the way that you Strung that girl on. The way that you could tell your homeboy that the physical attraction out there, you do not like dark skinned women, that is fine. It's 2025. You don't like dark skinned women, that is fine. The fact that you can't admit that you don't like dark skinned women and you basically rode that girl coattails until somebody that you actually like came along, that's what make it crazy. That was make it like, bro, is we for real? Is this really the conversation? You gave Goofy for 20 days straight. She stood by you, and then Clark come. And like I said, I don't think nobody's tripping on Clark. She really did get put in a messed up situation. But for him to think, oh, America didn't like me because I chose Clark over Orlando, no, no, dude, it's the way you went about it. So much shit can be like it would have been different if he would have kept it real with Alundra and they would have showed different scenes like he steady telling her like I'm not into you. Jalen came along, oh yeah, my just like for her just went this and that, bruh, man, grown ass little boy. He said like, oh, nobody talked to me like that. So my mama and my wife and she not neither. Like, oh, we for real? He can overdo it for Clark, all that. She is his type. It's just the fact that you could have just been a man about who's seen this song? Is it Tony Braxton? He could have just been a man about it and went on about his business. But you wouldn't have been on the show. Anybody watching the show from the outside, it was the loyalty to realness that she was kept. You was in the same position, but she picked you. You walking up to the door, she asking you like, "How did you feel?" And you giddy. She done chose you, and then you slapped her in the face. It's not about that. It's not about that. Oh, I found my happiness. That's no problem. That's no issue. It's the fact that you went about it like a little boy. Yeah, she was taking shots. We understood what you meant by Clark made you feel like a little kid. Like she told you, it was fuck my feelings now. It's fuck your feelings. How old are you? Yeah, she been snappy. That's what happened though. Like somebody do you crazy or do you wrong and you act a certain way or you move a certain way and then you start moving different. It's like you ain't supposed to act like that. Hood'a whatever what yeah, Hood'a whatever done crashed out 12 times. She done straight crashed out flatline about 12 times and she America's favorite. But this she started acting jealous. She started acting crazy. No, she started acting played. Like I kept it cool because we were on the same side. We was feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like we was on the same side. We was feeling how we was feeling about the situation. She was feeling Taylor because she thought Taylor was feeling her and Nick was feeling her. You could have went on about your bit. That was my biggest thing. Like I said, I time have been in so many of those situations. Like you could have went on about your business. Like you could make it like I'm messed up. I'm tripping over you. Like I would have went on about my business. You know that. Like I'm not just around here just because it's something that got me here. And like I said, I'm grown. I done grew up. I done been out of situations for a minute, but I've also been there, and I know that it's other things that go into people decisions, other things that influence, and maybe he was just being a child about it because he didn't want to hurt her feelings. But at every step, instead of being a man about it, instead of talk, and even his homeboys, the little Asian dude was it Zach? Oh yeah, he stood on business. What? Like now he's standing on business when you talking crazy to the chick that's done carried you to find your so-called look. With not I ain't gonna diminish their relationship to find a chick that you rocking with. Now you standing on business. You could have stood on business 19 episodes ago. Maybe if he wanted to even just try to digest and see, like, I don't really like black girls, but I'm gonna see if I like her. Okay, you could have told her freaking 16 episodes ago. Like, let's be for real. That'd be like we could be a whole lot of shit. And everybody entitled to their opinion and how they feel. Yo, big grown cowboy vet ass could have been for real. She was not hurting for nobody's attention, none like that. And I still feel like she worked out. She might got the better deal because, but no, I ain't gonna say that either because I feel like Nick was a fuckboy too. I felt like Nick played the game kind of weird too. I felt like Nick was on everything and gave player vibes too. But what I will say is that he did find that girl attractive from the start, and it was that he never lied about it. She should have left his ass. Like, and I don't even see why Taylor won't just say like I could have just told her we can't go back in time. The show not gonna rewind when you say I fucked up, I was wrong, I should have told her I wasn't attracted to her. But just to say like the feelings for Orlandria was real. The feelings of disgust, the feeling of I didn't like you, the feeling of we friends, the feeling of what was the feeling? Like yeah, it's so like yeah, you could say like oh, was your feelings real? The feelings was real. No, the feel I stand no dude, the feelings was not real. As soon as somebody that you can't like you did it and then you wiped up. I don't think nobody waiting on that dude on the outside. No matter how cool he got a it seemed like he had a lot going on, but you still can't undo I don't wanna say lame, but you ain't nobody checking for you. Fraternity and all that. I don't think nobody's checking for the old buddy. That girl's like my DM flooded. And people thirst. I ain't saying that either. Like I said, he gave very goofy on the show. He gave he and I don't want to say nothing crazy. Like I've been there. I don't want to say nothing too crazy. He gave very goofy and immature on the show, and then I'm overly feeling Clark. Like you like that's your type. You like that type of woman. You like that color skin of woman. Because I do think it was a skin color thing too. Like it's no issue. Then even for him to be like on a show where like I said, every challenge is literally this them making out. How are you gonna get upset when she kissed somebody? But you tried to get your ass up and leave the girl. If you don't want to be in your current coupling and you want to recouple with somebody else, you get your ass up and you still is what people say is not clocking to him. Like you literally I'm getting if this girl choose me, I'm done. She back vulnerable. That girl didn't want your ass. You set your ass back down, she moved over. I didn't understand that. Then the dudes around them, yeah, that is a double standard. But she done kissed everybody. You done kissed everybody. That's the show. But she ain't never once leave your ass when it was time for her to pick. Am I'ma be with Goofy Taylor? Goofy man ball right here? She picked your ass every time. And I'm not saying, like I said, nothing wrong with you or him, whatever. The guy finding love, finding somebody that he want to talk to. It's the way that you went about it. It's just like if I go to a job and I let the government basically rob me by paying taxes and doing whatever, but the money coming legal, I get to keep my little money. Ain't nobody coming looking for me. If I take my ass to the bank and I'll be like, I'm robbing this fucking bank because I want money and I need money, I'm going to jail. I'm be killed. It's not what you did, it's how you did it. It's how you moved. And like I said, even as a woman, because I've been when I tell you like I was fucking 19, 18, 19 in Korea going through a similar situation. I would not be married if I'm man, I'm telling you. Like I done been through the situation. I done lived the fucking situation for sure. And I'll tell you, still gotta hold people accountable. Even though my situation, like I say, behind the scenes is like, damn, I see why you made the choices that you made. Nobody is behind the scenes saying, no, he was saying that he wasn't fucking with her. She just couldn't let it go. Nobody said that. Nobody said he kept it real with her. She just didn't get it. Nobody said that. Even himself didn't say that. The way the producers cut him some slack for sure. You just got exposed. He like America just mad. I ain't choose this chick. America don't give a damn. You went around it. You went about it like a little bitty boy. You went around it. You went about it. Sorry, like a little bitty boy. Unneeded. caused a bunch of unneeded drama and heartache. Caused a bunch of unneeded drama and heartache. Come on, man. Like I say, I think the show kind of weird. I do think the show trash. I barely be in there watching it, but just that Taylor situation, and I feel like I already was kind of like I said, I peeped him from the beginning. I'm like, he don't. It was the whole fact that he didn't like her. The same thing that they said that Jeremiah was doing. He just played the game better. Nick the same way. I feel like Nick did the same thing. They like coasted. They like coasted out to the end. But if Olandria wouldn't have kept it real with him or tried to explore their connection or whatever, it would be no more Taylor on the show. Nobody was checking for Taylor. I think the show is great for him after, whether he want the fame or not. It was great after because we got to see like his Instagram. He presents very much different outside of the show. On the show, he presented big. Nobody checking for him. No other female was checking for him. Like she said, it's been you from the beginning. You had another connection within 3 days. You could have just told her the truth. I do not like you like that. I am not attracted to you. It would have even been better if it would have been, I'm not attracted to you. I don't like you like that. Neither one of us want to go home. Ace got to stay on the show with, oh, fuck. What's Dominican? What's he Dominican? They say Dominican. He got to stay on the show with her, and they weren't even feeling each other. America didn't even break them up and recouple them. They stayed on the show. If he would have just said, had an understanding, it was very immature thing to do. And I'm not gonna lie, like it's not. I'm gonna say immature, and I'm not gonna give it age because she did have her little comments, like you know. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna put an age on it. It's just a maturity thing. And one of the biggest things I learned going through situations like that, it's all fun and games until that person understands how it feels. Like it's different when you're trying to explain to somebody like you really playing in my face. I'm not upset about you being. She was cheering for me and everything. I'm not upset about you being with somebody else. I'm upset about you playing me. You could have just left me alone. You do all this work to get a job, and then you get to the job and you do something stupid or you quit or you do it. You could have just left it alone. You could have just left me alone. That's all that it gave. It didn't give I was bitter. It didn't give she was hating on Clark or none of that. Did she try to downplay their relationship? Yes. But I do think there was more on her for certain things than it was just like disrespecting Clark. She wasn't trying to disrespect Clark or nothing like that. She was trying to pop her little shit, but it's just like we've been here 20 days. I thought it was something because of what Big Boy did. And even in the interview I seen, it was like, we ain't watched the show yet. We lived it. Watch the show before the reunion. Like I said, as a woman, for another woman to for Clark to say, "I watched the show before coming in," and you still beeline for this dude. For like, I done seen a take where somebody said, "Oh, Landria was she liked the ideal of him and this and that, and she didn't like him first, and she played herself first, and Clark was on the outside watching." The dude that mean the yeah the she was on outside watching the man that nobody wanted, and you came in talking about that was my first pick. Y'all both might be full of shit. He excuse me. I'm saying that Clark, she gonna get a chance to see Big Boy Coward. They both might just be full of it. Cause ain't no way you seen that and there wasn't no conversation. That I'm all about. Don't y'all it's friends, don't correct your dude in public or none of that. But even like old girl walking by, she like bruh. You as a woman, you don't understand why she upset. After you done got to watch the show, you done seen the same shit we seen. I was surprised. She smiling like you did not. You ain't get a prize with this boy. Taylor, I'm sorry. Taylor is not a prize. Uh, uh Alandria and Nick too. The same way he went about it was he. They all move like little kids. They young. I think the oldest people on the show, one was 29. Everybody else was. I think the second oldest was 27, and everybody else was like 22 to 24, 25. Even for them to say I've been in love, I'm not trying to discount nobody's situation, nothing. But everybody feel I was in love once and this and that. Like they still young, you still kids for real. And I felt the same way. And I tell somebody now, I'm 29, you still a baby. Like damn. But I can say I've been through this, I've been through that. It's situations. Like I say, it's not an age, it's situations that has been gone through and not gone through. Taylor does not give that he done been through the thugging it out or he's a loyal stay down with nobody. If he done had that many girlfriends, it just didn't get it. He could be, fraternity, cowboy, all that shit, it sound good. He gave Brokeback Mountain on the show. If he would have came out as DL, it wouldn't have been nothing like that. And it ain't even like I say, it's funny. I know it's like the hate train, like it's funny to talk shit about Taylor. It's the way that you handled it. He could have still been the top pick, this, that, and the third. It's the way you handled it that made it so like, bro, what is we doing? As a young man, what are we doing? You didn't have to do that girl like that. She kept it so real. She should have booted your ass for Jayla. And that's a shit. She should have. He showed you what it was. She should have took it. She leaned too much to loyalty and history. Somebody came in applying pressure, and and that's a great quality. And somebody that what how she kept it real and stayed and whatever to somebody that actually wanted. Taylor didn't give a damn. That wasn't no good quality to Taylor. Taylor didn't give a shit because Taylor didn't want her ass. She helped Taylor stay in Fiji long enough for his real boo to come through. I'm just like, man. And the more I watch, like I say, I ain't had no problem with Clark at first, and I truthfully don't have a problem with her now. I just some like I just really hope she talked to that man for her to be like, we talked and we still have deep conversations and stuff like that. Like I really hope you talk to that man. I really hope you talk to that man. Like it's all fun and games until it's your turn. It's all fun and games until it's your turn to feel what Olandria felt. And like I say, the whole show, I don't I really don't understand the show. I don't care. I do not care for the show. I do not care for the show. I do not care for the example that the show seen. I cannot see myself watching another season of Love Island. I didn't even freaking finish this season. Taylor did what he did on one of the episodes, and I went to watching clips. Said this is some like, ain't no way. I went to straight watching clips. Love Island could be a whole lot better, but I guess it's not for mature. It can't be for a mature audience because you're not trying to find love. They up there tonguing each other down and dry humping every other. Come on, like I grew up like on Big Brother. Stuff like that happened, but it wasn't the forefront of the show. Even like I ain't gonna say that it was, but it wasn't. The challenges didn't make people do that. It's just people being coupled up and in situations and in rooms and stuff like that made people do that. But the show itself, I'm checking the battery, y'all. But the show itself didn't make people Big Brother. It didn't make people do that. Love Island is all I've seen. Hump, kiss this person right now, kiss that person right now. Freaking Austin had some like razor bump, hair bump, something on his ear. Nick had stuff. I mean, not on his ear, on his lip. Nick had stuff on his lip. Everybody tonguing everybody down. Then man, it's so many things that made me get up and walk away from that show. Like when I tell you, my spouse had to back feed me information. Everybody tonguing everybody down. Then when I think that the show actually starting to make sense, you bring in new people. It was just a bunch of chaos. It was a bunch of chaos. Like, and don't couple up too quick. Now with the Jeremiah situation and people coming out saying like, and we seen it. He Jeremiah didn't really find nobody attractive, but is it Hoodie, Hit It, whatever. The chick he was with on the first half of the scene, Miss Crash Out. He that found her attractive, whatever. He didn't really find nobody else necessarily attractive. Olandria, like everybody else did, but when he seen somebody else that he found attractive, he was trying to do the same thing. I'm gonna keep her to myself. We know that because H&M came out on the outside and said it. Once again, the Taylor and the Landry situation, it's the opposite. Nobody said like, oh yeah, he wasn't leading her on or anything like that. She just took it that way. It was that. No, nobody said that because he was leading her on. Like, man, that show is so weird. That it was like, and maybe like I said, I'm getting older. I just don't see it. And it's funny because my wife is older than me, but she liked the mess. She always said like I like the mess that long as I'm not in it. I just don't is I don't like the messy, the monkey shit. I just feel like you watch it, you digest it. Now look, I done watched it, I done seen it. I ain't even watched all the episodes through, and I'm up here talking about it. They got my blood pressure raised. I'm up here sweating about it, talking about some damn strangers. Like, and I'm like, man, this show sucks. Like, no disrespect to Peacock. Hey, no disrespect to Peacock at all. The show sucked. I ain't saying Peacock sucked. I just think the show sucked. For it to have 7 seasons, I'm like, what? For it to have other variations and it's other Love Island and shit, like I'm just like, what? I think the show would be 10 times better if they were actually trying to help people find love. Even like I said, you got the Big Brother, you got the Bachelor, them type of shows that I seen growing up, and it just had more substance. It was like you going on dates. What do you like? Flavor of Love had more substance than that. Even though his shit was weird and it was like, let me test loyalty or whatever, like Flavor of Love had more substance than that show. That show was just soft porn after soft porn drama, unhealed trauma, toxicity. Everybody so understanding, but Ace was giving everybody the right acting. He 22, so I was like, damn, that's crazy. He did have a decent head on his shoulder, but he reading everybody right act, but you didn't get in your man's ass. He asked him like, you really like her, blah blah. When Jalen was there, but you didn't. And like I say, the Taylor, she tried to like talk to me, if we keep her, it might bring issues. Me and Clark, she might try to talk again. Now, if you tell her you don't like her, you don't want her, and she got the message. Don't get me wrong. After he did what he did and he stamped it, she got the message. Now it's literally just principle. You could have been told me that because you wouldn't still be here. You did not have to make it like you like me, like you was feeling me. None of that had to ever be done. Now it's just principle. You got me fucked up. I do not care. I'm not worried about talking to you. Every time you sit down, yeah, I want to explore with you, both of y'all. Look, boy, I can't, like, I'm not even being funny, but I ain't even gonna say I don't know how Clark can find that sex and still find him attractive because I'm saying that as a 29-year-old that's been through that shit. Like, and like I say, it's not an age. I had way grown people older just act a damn fool. Like, it's not an age, but I will say my younger experiences, I can see like like sometimes you get too caught up, you be being hypocritical. I can see why she still might feel like he did that to her, not me. That's a part of his character. He might not play you when it comes to another female like that, but it's gonna be a situation that arises where he shows you amongst the same principle what old girl just had to deal with. And he young, like I say, the August the 25th, if something changed, I could come on here and give him a whole different thing. Cause like I said, I really don't care about. I find that it's interesting and it's lame the way that the producers go about cutting stuff. Because even in regular life, even in the people I could think about on my fingers relationships, they are entertaining and they are crazy and they're shocking and they're jaw dropping without edits. It's like, damn, bro, you really did that girl like that? Damn, girl, you really did that? Bro, y'all like it's real people that I could come bring on my couch and talk about real situations that it doesn't have to be switched and manufactured to look like something different. Real life be just as crazy. Even me talking about the person that I'm with, that story is good. That story is good without nothing to be made up. I wish the shit was made up. It's a part of the journey though. You like, damn, I've been through that. But real life is just as fine. So for them to tweak it, even the couples that they didn't really show a lot, it was like who it's like the Hannahs and the Irises and shit like that that are like pop up. It's like what they still doing there. Pepe. It's shit like that where it was weird. You can't really see the connection of anything being built. Freaking Shelly say she cried more than anybody on the show, but you got Miss Dominican crying there. Like it's the shit didn't need to be altered. It's reality TV, and we have learned that reality TV is so fictional. When reality is just as good, niggas. um, Apologize for using a racial slur, right? Men and women can be fuck boys and girls on their own, no editing, no editing needed. You can think, y'all like you can think of somebody like, yeah, man, their story was crazy. Like off the bat, it's so many situations flooded into my head. If I break down and I dissect even every person that I've been with, and we talk about that story, is interesting without it being portrayed a certain way on TV. That's where I'm like the show where it's interesting. Like I'm like, man, the edit on this is crazy because you can just tell that it's edited. You could tell it's like, why did y'all edit this? With the way that Ace and freaking Toxic crash out, the little ride out and Shelly getting mad and she done down there fucking Ace on camera and we only see a smidget, you could tell like, but the edit on that was crazy. Cause the reactions be real. I wish that more footage had come out because they was closed off to the regular world, but they had cell phones that received text messages from the people and they were recorded. Show them clips. Like that boy was a little boy. He could have been told that girl, I just see you as a friend. He wanted to spend more time in Fiji. And like I keep saying, we cannot rewind the show and tell Alindra, hey girl, he don't like you, he ain't feeling you. He think the moment he say that shit, it's go swirl back to the beginning. Oh shit, he done said this. Let's cut it back to the beginning. This never happened. We gotta start the show over. No, man. Man, I don't know. It's crazy. And I know it's gonna be some people out there. People be too broke. People be too this. They need everybody thinking about. I seen a chick that said she was like, in order to be successful, 9 times out of 10, you need to be doing what the rest of the world is not. So everybody talking about Love Island, and you feel like you missing out. You want to talk about Love Island, and I'm just like, damn. Like I say, overthinking understanding. We know that shit already. But you was a single fucking mama. You had a baby with a celebrity that put your ass out. You talked about killing your child. It's just like the pot caught like bro. Like I get it. On some shit is that. On and it might have came off like you took the offense, took it too personal. No, I be clearly saying I just left a career that I've been doing for 10 years. I made it where I'm able to choose to sit and watch TV or not. If you don't watch any of my other lives, you know that I'm still working. I'm still doing, other shit. Even though I'm not physically working for somebody else because I saved up enough to be not able to do that. And I'm just saying that to say like everybody's situation ain't the same. And I'm a firm believer in do whatever the hell you want to do. If you want to watch Love Island and they persuade you to watch it, the rest of the world doing it, you go jump off a cliff. No, but you want to check out, you want to see what the hype about, do that. If you don't do it. Free will. When people get the, oh, you need to do this, you need to, but shut the hell up. Do whatever you want. Just like everybody got an opinion on it. I feel like some of the opinions be valid. I feel like some of the opinions be reaching. It was an African American female set up there and said that Olandria never wanted Taylor, and it was her fault for the beginning. Blah blah blah. She was trying to steal his, and then she got upset. And if you agree with her, then you must not have black brothers and fathers. And I think I brought her ass up at the beginning. But are you for real? How did it go from saying he handled a situation like a child to saying we don't have black brothers and fathers? That's why I can say it. My brother do certain shit. My father do certain shit. My brothers, my siblings, my homeboys. Please cut my bluff. Like I talk to them the same way. Like, bro, you like why do you move like that? Do you feel like that was right? You wrong as hell for that. Simple as that. It's not no stealing no back, but like yeah, no, they tripping. You if you kept it real, but 9 times out of 10, people don't be keeping it real. People act like delusion be falling out of the sky. You just leave. You should have just left them alone. I had a chick that would not leave my house. My father told me not to put my hands on people I was in a relationship with, even though I'm a female or not, and that's with other women. You do not put your hands on somebody you're in a relationship with. I don't even believe in you putting your hands on children because you teaching them that it's okay to take my frustration out and hit you. I'm trying to get you to comply by putting my hands on you. And I tell them about no gentle parenting and no shit like that. Just you putting your hands on them. Somebody else do it, they go think the same shit. I had a female that wouldn't leave. Same shit. Like when I say you could have just left me alone, you could have just left me alone. You want me to be out on my ass, bro. You didn't have to pay no bills because you wanted to move. You wanted to get somewhere a little bit more expensive. I said pay $200. I say it all the time. It comes back. That lady, when I finally did get her ass out my house, she went to go lay. She went from living in the house to living in the room, paying $500, missing card note payments to make sure she paid her cousin $500. And how did I know that shit? Cause just like I say, people do you dirty, but they can't forget how you treat them and what it is. No matter what lies they tell the outside world, they know how you made them feel what it was. She, I should have just paid the $200. This, that, and the third. It's a way you treat people. Like, and I'm saying that because he didn't have to do that girl like that. It's not about just taking her feelings into account and saying screw your feelings. It's the way you went about it. Because even if you did mess with Clark like that, even if you and Alendra would have won the money and you kept it cool, kept it respectful, Clark would have left off the show. Y'all 50 grand richer, and you still go take your ass and be with Clark. I'm just talking about being real. That's not what the show about. But come on, come on, cause he played the game that way. You ain't gonna play it all the way through. They could have won the fucking show. I'm not saying shit ain't rigged or whatever. You still could have went on and messed with her. You still could have went on and ended the show with Alondria and ended up with Clark. Just like now, if you look up this cast member, this, that, and the third, they all sleeping around messing with each other. And they wasn't the person they was messing with on the show. The people who was last messing around on the show, not necessarily together no more. I don't know. I and I always say like it's easier to talk about it and have your narrative and say like I don't mind speaking on it, or I could say like I went through the situation growing up, this, that, and the third. It's harder to do it if it was recorded. If y'all was able to be like, but Victoria, we can pull this up and we can show you where Jazz played in your face and you said that. We could show you like it's different. So I do applaud them for even going on TV and recording it because you that's on TV and that's on record forever. That's there forever. Like regardless if it's not really bothering Clark right now, it's not going away. Taylor can't really slip up too many times on the same shit and it be something different because it's recorded. It's like damn. And on the same token, that's why I don't feel like him and Alondra could ever be cool. It's recorded. Like even though me and my spouse done got past the shit we been through, it's still certain rooms or certain people I don't want to go back around again. Like you did that in front of their ass, and it's the same way on her end. And I don't know weird shit. Like I'm the main person that say like you cannot necessarily be embarrassed. There's nothing new under the sun. What the hell is you ashamed of? It's more on they was cool with the way you was doing. Like I said, everybody ain't gonna be that outspoken friend and I'm coming to you. Everybody ain't gonna be that way. I feel it. But none of them men, and like I get it, they all young, but Mr. Ace, the preacher, all of it, none of them sat there and told that boy like you wrong. It's she does not care that you found somebody else. She cared that you strung her along. She cared that you did that. They don't want to watch the show yet. Please watch the show before you go back to the reunion or do the reunion. Please don't let them done feel the reunion yet. Cause they just talking. You didn't watch the show. It's easy to sit back and say, I didn't say that. Even me doing my podcast, doing my live, doing whatever, it's recorded. Once I record it and I upload it and I don't delete it or do no shit like that, it's you gotta go back and see what you said, see what you did. I done had episodes with people. I'm like, bro, like we too tipsy. You know, I don't like that. I don't like how that went down. Or you could tell, like, I done had episodes where I was meeting guests. We had like a pre-look warm up or whatever. But then like I'm meeting them, actually meeting them, and they vibe kind of weird, and I have to fix myself on camera. Or they telling me I actually got my team in here for those rare episodes that I actually have a full team in here, and they telling me stuff, and my facial expression is like weird on camera. Or I'm not completely finishing a thought. It just the list goes on and on. I'm just like, man. And it almost put like I said, I don't think it's gonna put no pressure on their relationship. Like it happens. It might do, it might don't. But if they break up, if something come up, like that's there. You just played in that girl face. So even if he do some crazy shit to Clark, they might be happily ever after. Taylor and Clark might be happily ever after. It's cool. Like nobody's hating on their relationship. You just handled it like a little boy for the 10,000th time. Nobody, that the relationship is cool. They cute. They match each other. Whatever, you know. But it's there in 4K. So if you do slip, you do something crazy. It's there in 4K. It is what it is. It was what it was. I I do want to see the reunion. I want to see how good the reunion is. Once again, I do feel like reality TV used to be reality TV, and that's what made it good. That's what's making streaming and Twitch and this other shit so popular because you getting it unedited, unmessed up. Even if it happens on the original stream and they might re-upload it to YouTube, that original stream, you getting to see what's going on. Even if a fight break out and they don't show the fight on camera because they don't want to get banned, you know what's going on though. Somebody say some crazy shit, they clipping and everything. That's what reality TV used to be. Now it's this make believe twisting of a narrative that I want you to see. We think this gonna make the show more juicy. We think this gonna make it better. No, ass, unneeded. It'll be cool. Shit, they damn near. I think it'll be cool if they damn near do a live stream of it. But I'll just say, before I lose my fucking train of thought again, I would just say that I hope the reunion is actually good and they actually get down to ask the hard questions and shit like that. Cause it's a couple shows where like the reunion be trash. They be like, I'm not answering this question. I'm not answering that question. This was that. Like reunions were good when it was like, ooh, I did that, this, and that, and they asked the tough questions or they asked the questions that people really wanted to know. Once again, we live in a time, and it's been like this for years now, where it's what the producers want. It's what the producers want to show. It's gonna be 35 questions that we really won't answer, and it's gonna be three that they really get asked that they want to answer. Everything else gonna be something repeated that we probably can go look up on another podcast. But that's another great thing about podcasts. Because they popping, they're using. Most people go. I think most people go maximize off of being on the show. They go on these podcasts, and the podcast. Hopefully, they ask them the real questions. Because right now they not. Oh, the fans was upset. The fans didn't give a damn. The fans felt like your ass was disloyal, and you went about it like a child. I'm a big kid now. Like it's cool. I get it. Somebody make you feel giddy and all that. Cool. You don't gotta handle your emotions like that, but he young. I'ma end it. We ain't got that much battery. I really ain't even feeling good. I'd be lying if I said I was. But thanks for everybody who hopping in, hopping out, kicking it with me. Um, if the other camera charge up to like 100 or so, not even 100, I'll probably be back on here. I gotta give me some tea, and I'll be back on here. But until next time, be genuine to yourself and kind to others. Genuine to yourself and kind to others. Double listen, Taylor.